pair meeting for the first time. Mazembe fairly heavy favourites in the eyes of the bookies on this occasion, but they'll have to do it on the pitch. The referee blows the whistle and away we go in Lubumbashi. Match day 3 in Group D. This year's Totalengi's CAF Confederation Cup. TP Mazembe take on US Monastir. Mazembe in white and black. USM in dark blue. Darkonovic, the USM manager, watching on from the sidelines there. 50-year-old Serbian. On his side, really having to clear it out for throw-in. There is Mihailo Kazembe. A very fitting name for TP Mazembe. Fairly recent appointment at the Congolese side. Chongo, one of those brought in. Try and change things after that loss. Mondeko and Isama remain in the back four. But Chongo and Masasi, the left back, brought in. Shore up the defence. Conceded 3 goals against Yanga. Cautious start, I have to say, so far. USM happy to sit back. Of course, nobody wanting to make any early mistakes. Across their side. First goal always so important. Instructions from Mazembe. There will likely be a moment of figuring each other out between the two teams. Never having played before, had a fairly nasty collision. Traore staying down. Chongo back on his feet. Word from the referee to Nambe. Another of the players brought in. Umaru giving it away. Mazembe maybe with an early chance to break. The safety option taken by Zamanga. Keeping possession well. Not totally sure he could find a forward pass. Mazembe will build again. Raking ball over to the left wing from Isama. Very experienced, the right back. Unsurprising he's been kept in that defensive line. (33 years of age, 71 caps for the Democratic Republic of Congo. 1 goal. Not too bad for a right back. The focus on defending right now is USM try and find a way to get a ball in. That opportunity snuffed out. Back with the hosts. Samanga passing it off and moving forwards. Ball towards Ngonga, a little optimistic, cut out. Sama with the throw. Darkonovic getting very involved at the edge of his technical area. He's a former player. Wanting to get back involved on the pitch. Must be frustrating at times as a former player if your players aren't doing exactly what you've asked of them or what you expect of them. Mazembe here with a free kick in a decent position. Here's them trying to play it out from the back, but intercepted by Isama, and then the right back tricked. And it will be he, it would appear, to take the free kick. Takes it quickly and short to Kinzumbi. Lifted forwards towards Isama, who's making his way into the box. Not able to find him on that occasion, but the crowd appreciating the effort. All this still very new for USM as a club, and of course its players. Their first appearance in the Confederation Cup tournament proper. Mazembe have been here and done it many times before. Heading towards 30 appearances in the Champions League. Plenty more in the Confederation Cup. Won it twice, back-to-back in 2016 and 17. They're experienced at the continental stage. Ngonga looking for a free kick. He laid it off to Zamanga. Brought down, but referee unswayed. USM again on that right wing though, looking for an opportunity to get a cross in. Perhaps now a long throw. They have a long throw merchant in their team. Whether or not taken short on this occasion, unable to keep possession. Headed back on though. Harabi trying to lift it in. So two men in the middle. Rangy Traore, one of them. And a chance here, missed by the defender. Harabi lifts it in, and at the back stick, slipping, pounding the ground in frustration. Chikawi with a potentially golden opportunity, failing to make any kind of contact with the ball. Kicks the turf in frustration. Something of a let-off for Mazembe. Slipping at the crucial moment. It was just over the head of Traore in front of him. Mazembe escape. I think it was Mazazi who missed the ball. Allowed Harabi away again down that right wing. Which seems to be an outlet for USM in these early stages. It has mostly been a slow tempo in the first 10 minutes as Two sides get up and running. The pace picking up now. And the first genuine chance of the game there inside 10 minutes. But a slip at just the wrong time. It is synthetic grass in the Stade TP Mazembe, which can sometimes unsettle the players, cause a few slips and slides. So it's in excellent condition though. Still a fairly new stadium, only been open just over a decade. And now their chance for Mazembe, and not totally cleared by Ben Said. Mazembe with their own first real press into the box, and another ball in, and it finds Ngongo, who goes down. The referee, though, his hand in the air because the flag is up against the striker. A few excited for hands in amongst the Mazembe ranks, thinking that they just won a penalty. Good work again from Isama, right back. Slightly unsure piece of handling by Ben Said, but let off the hook. So now one half chance each in quick succession. High into the air by Mondego. Zagraoui closed down, looking for a forward option, but nobody making the run that he was hoping for or anticipating. Now Mazembe back on the front foot again. Another loose pass though. Able to keep it in on the left wing. The flick cut out by Tanombe. Well won back in midfield, and now they look to counter. And there is space here. Can they profit from it? No, just left by both players. Traore saying he wanted it, I think, to feet. It was lifted over. A little bit of unsureness at the back by Chikawi. Very well. Bouzian, in actual fact, but either way, delaying, and easy enough for Saidi to run out and claim before it got to the man at the back post. It was Bouzian. It's not moving to the ball. That's two opportunities. Could have fallen his way at the back post with a bit of better footing and maybe a little better anticipation. Bouzian certainly playing higher up the pitch. He was listed as doing so on the team sheet. And sliding in undetected twice in the last 5 minutes in the Mazembe area. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Congo with another ambitious ball forward, but nobody there to get on the end of it. Here he is again, Buzian, unable to find a teammate.
Let the ball out, let the ball out.
Let the ball out, says Darko Novic, picked up by a pitch side microphone. And his player follows instructions. They don't keep possession for long after that throw. And here comes Mazembe again. Kinzumbi squaring up 2 men. Blocks out, but winning a corner. Or perhaps not. It appeared to be a goal kick. Looked like it took a deflection. But the referee in a far better position to rule on that than himself. First chance to run at the defence, though, for Kinzumbi. The winger was one of the bright sparks in that 3-1 loss to Yanga. Now starting to get involved again. Plenty of pace and trickery. Looking to make the most of it. Laid off by Ngonga. There is Kinzumbi. Kofi, the captain. This is his 270th appearance for Mazembe. Sama gets it back, lifts in a cross towards Ngonga. Over the head of the striker, though. Flicked away for a throw. Again with the ball forwards, this time successfully finding Ngimbi Vumbi. Goes to the return pass from Isama. It's cut out, but there is the right back, winning it back. An experienced head. Possession again. Round of applause from the crowd. Tanombe over to the left wing. Well brought down by Kinzumbi. Sheer there as Ngonga was knocked over in the penalty area. Just a word between him and the defender. Straight back with Mazembe, though, unable to keep possession. USM from the throw. Ngimbi Vumbi managing to get in across. Blocked at the front post. Nice work there to bring it out by USM. Umaru with great feet. He continues his run. Mazembe having to retreat. It's back with Umaru. Not a heavy touch. And possession lost. Not for long, though. Gesmi. Arabi, a nice back heel. Now the side totally on top in this first 20 minutes. Seemingly a problem for Umaru. Maybe a clash of feet or ankles. See him saying the impact there. contested that ball a minute ago. And the medics will come on and check him over. Still a great atmosphere inside the stadium. Mazembe, third most successful team in Champions League history. Looking for a third triumph in the Confederation Cup now. As mentioned, all far newer for USM, but not a new club. Founded on the 17th of March 1923. So the club will turn 100 next month. And I'd like to celebrate that with a fantastic run in this tournament. We've started off very well, the win and a draw. And so far, holding their own against the mighty Mazembe. We approach the quarter point of the match. Mazembe a little younger than their opposition. They were founded in 1939 by Benedictine monks. Who originally decided to establish a football team for the students' Boy Scout troop, named St. George's FC, after the patron saint of the scouting movement. The team changed names a few times after that. The TP eventually added means tout puissant, almighty in English. Added to the name after the club went undefeated in winning its first league title in 1966. And not almighty so far in this game. Now over a quarter of a way through and still goalless. Mazembe with slightly the better of things so far. Far from dominant. They arguably need the win more than their opponents today after that loss on match day 2. They'll be hoping, perhaps expecting, for all 3 points here on home soil or home synthetic grass, to be totally accurate. It could take them to the top of the group, depending on the result in the other game. Well, Bamako and Young Africans playing a little later today, shortly after this match. Long ball just beyond the run of Mazassi on the left wing. Fullback bombing forwards. A shrug of innocence from Kinzumbi. A free kick going against him, helping the fouled man back to his feet. As the sun comes out, it's been quite a humid day when it was overcast. Certainly far from too hot for these players. They're used to African conditions. And it's quite a pleasant February afternoon in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. That's thrown into the box. It might work its way to Umaru. Wasn't able to get a shot away, but finding Buzian, jinxed this way and that, but eventually runs out of room, shepherded out by Isama. Here's to in a corner the decision, to the frustration of the Mazembe players and fans. To say it did look like a goal kick from this angle. See more clearly here. Maybe just catching the tip of Isama's boot. Either way, the referee's decision final. Chikawi to take the corner from the left, but not claimed totally by Saidi. Doing well to gather it back up at the second attempt. I was about to say well claimed by the keeper. And the ball seemingly, I think, as he came down, landing on the back, or in fact on the head of Umaru. Tricky one that for the referee. Umaru certainly not knocking it out of the hands of the goalkeeper more dropping it onto his head whilst he had the ball between his two hands. Shot there from Kinzumbi, getting the crowd a little excited, but straight down the barrel at Ben Said, USM's captain today, the goalkeeper. We saw there 66% of the possession has gone the way of the hosts so far. Haven't done that much more with the ball than their visitors as yet, though. When it comes to attacks, it's been fairly even. Mazembe just controlling the possession more in the middle of the field, passing it around comfortably, where USM more content to sit back. Not quite the contact Mazembe would have wanted. Switched over to more towards the right side. A number 10 kind of role from the left wing. Appears to be Vembi who has taken up that role on the left. That's delivered in towards Ngonga. The header though not really heading goalwards, and it would seem it was offside anyway. Once again, something to get the Mazembe fans off their feet. Tricky one for Ngonga, slightly behind him. Appeals to handball from some of the USM defenders. Even appeals for a card. That would have been very harsh. Zimbu over on the right now, winning a free kick. Nambe trying to retreat, just about hanging onto the ball. Tongo over to Isama. His pass forward cut out, and Buzian will look to break here. Has pace. Cuts inside Osama. Tries to find Traore in the middle. Calmly dealt with though by Mondego. Followed the run. Read the pass. Good defending. Now back with Ngimbi Vumbi again. Dinks back onto his left. Ball in though, unable to beat the first man. Get another attempt. Sam lays it up to Zamanga. Now delivered in. Finding Coffee. Captain can't get the shot away. USM struggling to clear. A bit pinned back. Lifted in again by Tanombe, but overhit on that occasion. And a chance for a breather for the USM backline. There, desperately trying to get his shot away at the edge of the area, flicking the ball back and forwards, seemingly catching his opposite number in the process, who isn't best pleased. Coffee coming to try and have a word. Boot into the stomach, seemingly, for Ouattara. Keeping an eye on some other players, other games in the Confederation Cup. Currently 0-0 between Santa Lualupopo and Al Akdar. Still waiting for our first real gilt-edged chance here. Half an hour elapsed. Nzimbi hooks something up. Finds Ngimbi Vumbi. Carries it on. Lays it off to Coffee. Nice work. Can anyone get the shot away? They can, but just over the bar from Ngimbi Vumbi. Not a bad effort. Toe poke. It had Ben Said scrambling, and it had the crowd very much off their seats. Good work between the two. Not far away. That is the closest either side has come to the opener. That switch of the wings seems to have worked. Nzimbi on the right and Ngimbi Vumbi on the left. Now left winger, very nearly finding the target, and if it had been the right side of the post, and Said might have struggled to get there. USM will look to cook up a response. The ball in towards Umaru. Shot wild, well high and wide. And he took the shot. Needs to retreat quickly. Gesmi make sure that Mazembe didn't catch him on the break. The ripple of excitement around the Stade TP Mazembe. Gonga trying to get onto that long ball, but Ben Said beating him to it. Nice work. Lifted in by Bouziane. And at the back stick. Oh, just a touch letting him down. Well picked out. But no shot on target or otherwise. Great work by Bouziane on the left. Finding Chikawi. His touch just dribbling out of play. Better couple of minutes this from USM though. Winning back some territory and some possession. They do look capable of catching Mazembe on the counter. Just need better final touch really. There have been some good deliveries into the box, but every time shot not really stood up one way or another. Earlier on, Bouziane slipping as he could have taken a shot, then not running to the ball as it went over the head of Traoré, and then that time Chikawi with the loose touch. Gongo having a word with Sagraoui. No hard feelings. Good work by Kinzimpi there, surrounded by dark blue shirts and still managing to win a free kick. So 7 or so minutes left for either side to find the breakthrough. Mazembe maybe looking just slightly the more likely. SM have had a few chances, but could this be the moment? No, tipped away by Ben Said. Good delivery in from Kinzimbi. Danger's not totally over yet. Gimbi Bumbi lays it off. The shot from range, sliced well wide of the goal. Kofi again. With space just outside the area. The captain unable to make the most of it. Seemingly a problem there for Ben Said. Did well to beat Ngonga to the ball. Striker lurking just behind him. Maybe a problem with his back from that moment. Had to awkwardly reach up for the ball. Slightly delayed reaction, maybe adrenaline playing its part. And that shot from Kofi, drifting well wide of the goal. To get back underway in the stands. We won't have to wait much longer. Ben Said back on his feet, seemingly fine to carry on. 1.93 metres tall inside. Decent size for a goalkeeper. Put it to good use there to beat Ngonga to that cross. Chongo giving the ball away. Umaru laying it off. Ball flicked in. Chongo slipping. Traore unable to get the ball under control. All a little bit scrappy. Eventually culminating in a Mazembe free kick. Chongo with a couple of nervy moments there. Frustration for Gesmi. Handed the ball by the centre-back. He tried to make amends, Chongo, also losing his balance, but no harm done in the end, and now it's his side back on the attack. And Gimbi Yavumbi turning onto his left, still with the ball. First attempt to get it in, blocked. Lays it back to Zamanga. Coffee, Zamanga again. Mazazi, his cross blocks as well. USM holding firm, but on the back foot in these final 5 minutes of the half. Shot from range blocked. Again from Zamanga. A collision seemingly between USM pair. Arabi holding his back. Another player holding his shin. Quite see who that was. There'll be another pause in play. Little frustration visible amongst the Mazembe players. There's two separate incidents. Arabi rather, blocking the shot. The problem with his back. It was a collision with the opposition. Medics on again, but just as they arrive, to get back to his feet, and stretcher carried off. Discussion going on between Sagrawi and El Omrani. USM certainly in no hurry to get things going, despite it being the first half. Getting the impression that they would be happy enough with a point, and all the better if they could nick all three on the counter, but I think the pattern's set for the game. Nombe head in his hands after an overhead pass. And just a minute or so remaining of the schedule, 45. Plus whatever additional time is deemed necessary. Can anyone get a very late opening goal in this first half? Always a good time to score. Totally change the complexion of the second half. And that of your team talk. Lifted forward by Chongo. Ngonga winning the header. A chance for USM to get forwards here in the final seconds of the half. Treating all the way back to the centre-back pairing of Ouattara and Sagrawi though. They'll have to going long, finding Umaru. It's going high into the air by Osama, finding a teammate nonetheless. It'll be 2 minutes of additional time. USM on the front foot here. El Amrani finding Bouziane. Good ball. Umaru clicks up. Slightly loose touch from Harabi. USM retreat again though. Lifted in. Left by Traore. Umaru right behind him. Seemingly injuring himself in the process of failing to control the pass. And here comes Kinzumbi. Great work. Carrying it all the way to the edge of the area. Laying it off. Ngonga squares up his man. And shot on target. Ben Said not able to clear totally. Tanombe. And he does run into the brick wall of Gezmi. Winning it back though. And winning a free kick. Dangerous moments late on for USM in this first period. Ngonga, the low shot. Not the most powerful, but enough for Ben Said to not be able to gather it up. Blocking with his feet, but not getting much power or distance on the save. USM do survive though. See that moment here for Umaru pulling up after the attempted volley, which was a little high. Maybe holding his hamstring there. Double whammy. With an air shot and an injury, perhaps. Just waiting for him to be attended to before this free kick is taken. It will be Kinzumbi to take it to a good area and just over by the header. Head in hands, and that is the half-time whistle. Sama frustrated. One final chance for Mazembe. Ngonga also having words with the referee. Great delivery by Kinzumbi. But the finish didn't match, and the sides will go in goalless. 0-0 at half-time. Saidi there walking off. He had the quieter 45 minutes of the two goalkeepers. Ben Said it's a bit of admin for the referee to sort out before we can get underway. But that done, and we are back underway for the second half here in Lubumbashi. Important match day 3 game between Mazembe and USM. Confirmation, it was Umaru who came off. Mazembe straight on the attack and winning a free kick in a dangerous position. Barely 15 seconds into the second 45. Starting the second half, how they finish the first on the attack. El Amrani, the left back, giving away the free kick. Bundling over the attacker. Now, can they conjure anything up here? The goal against Yanga was a very nicely taken free kick from a not dissimilar distance. Up here, Mazembe have also made a change. Adam Bosu coming on to replace Tanombe. The free kick, though, from Ngonga. Well over in the end. Difficult from the very edge of the area to get it up and down over the wall. He got it up, but not so much down. Sure, he'll have more chances to come, though, in the next 45 minutes. Head in hands, frustration. Came close a couple of times. The Zambian in the first half has 19 caps for the Zambian national side. 1 goal in that time. He'd love 1 goal today. The question will be whether USM sit back to the same extent that they did towards the end of the first half. Started to buy some time where possible. They know they have more to lose in this game. A draw would perhaps suit them quite nicely in the grand scheme of the group standings. But now nicely taken down by Ngonga, just wide of the post. It's getting closer. Offside flag was seemingly up against the forward anyway. Brilliantly taken down on his chest and then getting the other side of the defender to take the shot with his left foot. Not badly struck, but it's wide of that far post. He'll be sure that he will take one of these opportunities if they keep coming. Now, a free kick for USM. In an equally good position. Slightly further out, maybe easier to get over the wall. Of course, more time for the keeper to react, but they'll fancy their chances. It's the kind of opportunity that USM will want to make the most of. Saidi organising his wall. So seemingly that hamstring issue that we saw Umaru pull up with very late in the first half. Terminal for his match. Boutiche, the man to come on in his place. Now into the middle, and the opener goes the way of the visitors. I said they'd want to make the most of that kind of opportunity, and they have done. Darko Novic seems unmoved on the sidelines, but that a huge moment for his side. And they lead, you'd have to say, somewhat against the run of play. Just getting ahead of the Mazembe defence. Well delivered in by Sagrawi. Saidi looks on in disbelief. His side have fallen behind again, as they did in match day 2. And now they'll have to come from behind. Brilliant header by Traore. It's waited so long for an opportunity. waiting in the middle for a number of deliveries. Now straight back down the other end, Mazembe looking for an instant response, and they'll get another free kick in a promising position. I'd been talking about a potential shot down the other end for USM, but instead it was a perfectly lofted in delivery, which Traore got ahead of his man and headed home past a diving Saidi. Will it be Ngonga who gets a second go? We're talking about USM sitting back, and we're doing so even more so now with the lead. But for now, they'll have to get through this free kick first. And Gimbi Vumbi seemingly taking responsibility this time. And it is he to strike, catches the top of the wall and gathered up well by Ben Said. Let us know on the hashtag Total Energies CAFCC. That free kick got you up off your feet. Boubacar Traore waiting all day for that delivery. So many had gone just over his head, with the people at the back stick behind him failing to make the most of it. One came right to his forehead, and he made no mistake and gave USM the lead. It's a nice ball forward, but the offside flag up. And the atmosphere inside the Stade TP Mazembe has changed. The band play on, but the carnival atmosphere has been dampened, replaced with something a bit more akin to frustration. They've still got plenty of time. 36 minutes. Ben Said picks up a yellow card for time wasting with a long time to go, effectively dummying a free kick, and now he'll have to be careful not to get himself a second booking. He's sent off with a long time to go that he will want to waste as much of as possible, wherever possible. USM could make their job a lot easier with a second, but passing the ball out of play there and immediately retreating back into a defensive shape. Mondeko looking for Ngonga with a long ball. That one dealt with. Mazembe won't want to start resorting to long balls too early. They've been building up play well, generally in the first half. Isama attempting to help Bouziane to his feet. The winger in no hurry to get up. Referee encouraging him to do so, and he does. It's the right-hand side. Free kick goes against Chikawi. He's tried to put the ball through the legs of Masasi. Monzeko to take it, going long again. Flicked on by Ngonga. And then put out to safety. Safety first by Sagraoui. Frustration already for Kazembe on the sidelines. This team playing a little bit like it's the 86th minute, not the 56th. Lifted in by Mazazi, but nobody there. And Isama unable to keep it in. Wasteful again. They need to just calm down a bit. They still have plenty of time to get themselves back into this game and even to get themselves in front in this game. They were looking for a win, not a draw. And just a few unsettled heads at the moment. I think Mazazi there with a heavy touch, under no pressure, giving away a throw. And you need Coffee, their captain, to just reassure everyone there's still time. No need to panic just yet, because panic doesn't tend to get you anywhere. Nice work by Ngonga there. Very nice feet. And now back on his way forwards. And now chance. Into the box. Shielded out well by Bouziane. Back doing some defending. Looks to be opening up for Zamanga. Bosu with the ball in to Zamanga. Laid it off to Kinzumbi, back on the right wing, running out of play before he could get the shot away. Bosu seemingly having pushed forward into that number 10 kind of role. That was a slightly attacking change from Mazembe at half-time, but they ended up conceding before they scored. Now back more in their rhythm, building the play up better, not just firing it forwards from the back. Mazazi with another lacking moment though. Get up, says the referee. No free kick. Mazembe go on. Here is Mazazi. Looking out. And Gimbi Vumbi. Bosu. Isama on the right. Looking for the overlap from Kinzumbi. Cuts inside. Coffee, the captain, tries his luck from range, but that one goes wide. Looking for a heroic captain's moment. Bouziane still seemingly down on the left wing. Medic's now coming on to send to him. That was closer than Coffee's attempt late in the first half, but still with some work to do to get his sighters in. Mazembe will need to start finding the target, and soon. Bouziane carried off the short distance over the sidelines, all of about 5 yards. I'm sure he'll be back on soon. Ngonga, oh, with a brilliant piece of skill. Whether intentional or not, it really came off for him. I wouldn't put it past him. He does have that in his locker. Looked like he was maybe just trying to head it down, but off his knee and over the defender. Mazembe with the wind in their sails now. Here comes Ngimbi Vumbi. Lifts it in, but only into the arms of Ben Said. Buzian, seemingly with no damage done, able to chase after that pass from his keeper. Zamanga over to Ngimbi Vumbi. Once again, squaring up his man, picking out Ngonga in the middle. He could only head it backwards to Kinzumbi. Turning this way and that, trying to buy some space. Does enough to find his captain, Kofi. Mazazi lifting it in again towards Ngonga. Takes it down his chest, and the strike saved by Ben Said. Another chance for the Zambian striker, but straight at Ben Said, who was equal to the shot. And USM survived with the lead again. Lifted the atmosphere again though for Mazembe. Their fans back in full voice. Once again towards Ngonga. He's the go-to outlet for Mazembe. Zamanga. Mazazi. Zamanga again. Worked towards the area. Kofi, Zamanga, they're waiting for their moment. Captain takes it off his fellow midfielder. Plays it right to Kinzumbi. Takes it so easily past one, and another good shot on goal. Well saved by Ben Said again. USM hanging on with the thanks to their goalkeeper. Zamanga again forwards for Kinzumbi, but that one's going to bounce out. But they're bouncing in the stands now. Two close calls in a matter of a minute or so. There, the first one from Ngonga. He'll expected to have done better. Then a great effort from further out from Kinzumbi, seemingly nearly deceiving Ben Said in the USM goal. Saved with his feet in the end. And USM will make a change, likely a somewhat defensive one. Buzian is brought off, maybe not totally at 100% at the medics. Treat to him, and he did let Kinzumbi go past him very easily there. It will seemingly be a double change for USM. Ziad Aloui and Abdel Hakim Amokran, the two men to come on. Looks like Traore may be coming off as well. Indeed, it was Traore who makes way. The goal scorer has done his bit. 3 changes already. Not long after the hour mark for USM, and Ben Said is going to have to be careful here. Boost from the crowd. He's complaining maybe about something thrown in his direction. Referee with a finger in his ear. The goalkeeper is going to take his time wherever he can. And the home fans are best advised not to do anything to give him the opportunity to do so. If they want to get things up and going quickly. But despite all those chances in quick succession for Mazembe, it remains 1-0 to the visitors. Here they come again though. Ngimbi Vumbi turning right, turning left. His cross blocked, out for a corner. Now a double change for Mazembe. Johnson Rajabu coming on, as is Glori Lekonza. Zamanga off, all change for both sides. Now the corner in, and another chance. Not the headed connection they needed. They need to start taking these chances. It was the substitute. Rajabu just come on. His first touch was nearly the equaliser. Chongo was the other man to go off. The centre-back. And it was the replacement centre-back who had the opportunity to score a free header near the penalty spot, but just not getting the required connection. Mazembe with their backs up though. USM and Boutiche, the half-time substitutes, with a rare venture into the Mazembe half though, at least in the last 15 minutes. They will have a free kick and a chance to repeat what they did for the opener. They can catch Mazembe against the run of play again with a well-executed set piece. They would be in dreamland. It's delivered in, headed away, but they will get another corner. Oh, plenty of fresh legs on the field now. 3 changes for both sides. Will any of them be able to make the difference? Corner in, headed back towards the front post. The whistle goes into Mazembe, free kick. And around about 20 players headed in one direction. Mazembe back on the attack, USM back to defend again. Nicely done by Kinzumbi. He finds Bosu. Mazazi. Rajabu. Lifted into the danger area. Finds its way to the back stick to Ngimbi Vumbi. Mazazi doesn't cross, instead picks out Anira, teammate. Unable to lift it in. Mazazi again. Lekonza carries on his run. Mazazi turns it down, cuts inside. Laid off by Kinzumbi. Nice spell of possession, but it needs to go somewhere for Mazembe into the final 20 minutes now. Lifted in. Kept in by Lekonza. Ngimbi Vumbi lifted in. Back stick. Ngonga was waiting there. The defender beating him to it. And heading it out for a corner. Touch of cramp. But encouraged back to his feet by his teammates, with Mazembe ready to take the corner. Kinzumbi standing over it. Plenty of black and white shirts in the middle. Into the middle. Headed away. Ngonga with a hopeful Lasher there behind him. And then with the acrobatic, that was less optimistic. Very nearly an incredible acrobatic effort. Not quite making connection with the ball. It's one-way traffic here in Lubumbashi. It's going in the direction the home fans will want, but they need to convert one of these chances. Lifted in again, then Said punching it away. Zazi now into the box. Still have a player down. I think it might be Ngonga after the clash with the keeper. It is. Maybe a blow to his head as the keeper punched the ball away. Ngonga certainly won't be wasting time. Painful one for the centre forward. There will be another change for Mazembe. Number 18, Rainford Kalaba. Looks like Ngimbi Vumbi, who will be making way for him. For now, we wait. Ngonga making his way to the sideline, seemingly. So, most likely appreciated breather for USM. They will have to be back, all hands to the pump in defence now. %67% of the possession for Mazembe. They need to do something with it. They've been getting closer. And now it's at the moment. No. It was heading towards the corner for Lekonza, but just not the power to beat Ben Said. So many shots and plenty on target as well. Bossu was rushing in. It just floated through to the keeper. Good to see Ngonga back on his feet. No harm done. That substitution hasn't happened as yet. Kalaba still waiting on the sidelines. The clock ticks down, and that's overhit. Ngimbi Vumbi won't be able to keep that in. Frustration growing in the stands. It's going from a matter of trying to turn this game around to just trying to rescue a point as we enter the final quarter of an hour. A second defeat in succession would be very damaging for Mazembe. After such a strong start on match day one. Two teams they would have been fairly confident in beating have so far on course to take 6 points from them. And Zimbi's cross cleared away. Mazazi beating an opposition player, but then giving the ball away. Bosu trekking back, but that's good work on the right from Chikawi. Looks for the pass, finds it. And then the efforts high and wide in the end. Now we will get that substitution very quickly. Kalaba coming on for Ngimbi Vumbi. More fresh legs now down that left wing for Mazembe. They've still got their tails up. Lifted in this time by Kinzumbi towards Ngonga. Punched away again by Ben Said. Once again, the striker and keeper competing for a high ball. Keeper comes out on top again. Kinzumbi lays it off. Isama in with a low cross. Kinzumbi with 3 defenders between him and the area. A look at the linesman. It wasn't a foul in his opinion. Just 2 players in the Mazembe half, including the goalkeeper. All the action happening in the USM half, but as I say that, a chance for counter-attack here. But the ball played into the heels by Amokran. A chance there, passed up to make their next 10 minutes or so far more comfortable. And Ngonga beats one man, and again shot on target for the Zambian, but again denied by Ben Said. Keeper having an amazing game, and he's called on again there. Bosu this time with the low shots, held by the keeper. Oh, he's earning his money today and keeping his side in front for now. Clears it long. No one even making an attempt to get on the end of the goal kick. It's attack versus defence training basically at this point. Aloui not bothering to press from the front, waiting for the ball to come to him. He's one of the substitutes. He should be pressing at the front, really. Clearly given his orders to sit deep. He is the most advanced player for USM, and he's not even at the centre circle. So high into the box again, left smartly by Ouattara to bounce through to Ben Said. Still over 10 minutes of this to withstand for the visitors. There, the shot from Bosu, again straight down the middle. They just need to find the corners, and they might find an equaliser. Ouattara high into the air that time. That wasn't going to reach his goalkeeper safely. Not to take anything away from Ben Said. He's doing everything required of him, stopping every shot that comes his way, punching plenty of crosses clear, but the finishing from Mazembe has been slightly lacking, as was the awareness there from their captain. Coffee giving the ball away. Amokran doing well to keep the ball. Bit of possession for USM. Oh, slowly drifting out for a throw. There'll be another change this time for USM. The number 3, Bassem Dali, waiting to come on. Not sure who will be replacing just yet. Sagraoui makes way. Centre-back. Job done. He leaves with a clean sheet with 10 minutes remaining. First duty for the substitute will be a throw-in. It's quickly enough back with Mazembe. Presumably Delhi playing in centre-back, replacing straight swap for Sagraoui. He's also played as a midfielder in the past, but that would be a strange change if Novik were to bring him on and reduce a defender in this situation. Now, on the left, Rainford Caliber, one of the fresher legs. Tackled, but falling nicely. And it's back with Caliber. Kinzumbi, having switched to the left, wins a free kick on the very edge of the box. And a yellow card. Goes the way of Teka, the right back. Kinzumbi did have joy after a switch of wings in the first half. And clearly that's the idea for the final 10 here. Now, can Mazembe find their equaliser here? They're running out of time. Looks like it will be Kinzumbi to take the free kick. He try and catch the goalkeeper unawares with a shot, maybe. It's a very narrow angle. Plenty of options in the middle to pick out. You can see Kinzumbi making his way towards the edge of the box. In fact, the shot, as it was well over. Kinzumbi waiting on the edge of the box, deceived by the bright yellow boots there of Caliber, the substitute. But not the first shot he'd have imagined coming on. Wasteful when they really need to make the most of every opportunity now. 5 minutes plus added time to find an equaliser. Need to do something to get the crowd back up on their feet again. There was that 5-10 minute spell where it was all Mazembe, shots on target, one after the other. The crowd were roaring, and the attempt to do so was from Mazazi, but his shot high and wide, optimistic. Kinzumbi and Ngonga assisting Ben Said in taking the goal kick as quickly as he possibly can. And a final warning from the referee, I imagine, before he picks up a second yellow card. Playing with fire now. Every second counts for USM in their defence of this lead. There will be a substitution. Again, the final one for USM. Number 2, Iheb Kafasha comes on for Chikawi. That one certainly a defensive change. Centre back on for winger. As you'd expect with 3 minutes left and 1-0 the scoreline. And Gonga flicking it on towards Bosu. But claimed again by Ben Said. Shoulders slumped a little from Ngonga there. He's had so many chances, he'll be disappointed not to have converted one of them. Here he goes again, keeping that in. No, not quite. Throw deep into USM territory. Wins a free kick though. Ngonga. Substitute Delhi with the foul. Now, this time it is Kinzumbi. We saw what he can do with his left foot earlier on. Powerful shot from the edge of the area. Had Ben Said scrambling. Can he produce some magic here? 89 minutes on the clock. Kinzumbi cleared at the front post. He'll come back to the winger. Takes it down nicely. USM are out pressing now. Lekonza carries on his run, delivered in by Kalaba. Headed on, up into the air by the USM defence, headed out more convincingly that time. And they'll look to head for the corner here if they can. And it is Kafasha who heads towards that corner flag. He still has it. Unable to win the corner though. It'll be a goal kick. 15 seconds remaining, plus additional time. There'll likely be, I'd imagine, a few minutes, maybe 4. They have had a few stoppages, a couple of injuries. Find out now, it is indeed 4. Four minutes for Mazembe to rescue something from this game that they have dominated for the most part. Lekonza into the middle, but all the way out for a goal kick. Nobody there in between Ngonga and Bosu. We're waiting in the middle. We have a USM player down. Referee waving on the medics. Just a slight lack of understanding. Lekonza gets a thumbs up from Ngonga. He's maybe expecting his striker to run to the near side of the defender, but Ngonga did no such thing. One of the 4 minutes has elapsed without too much play. As the USM man is carried off to the sidelines, they'll very briefly be a man down. He'll want to get on as soon as he can though, to help his team defend, because Mazembe will surely come again. Here's one back now. Lofted forwards. Chested down by Ngonga. Not able to find a teammate though. Bounces all the way back to Saidi. He brings it practically to the halfway line himself. Forwards by Mazazi. But again, only finding a dark blue shirt. Mazazi and Lekonza between them, winning possession back. And the USM players just retreat rapidly. They're doing well to win it back, though, and some of the fresher legs keeping possession, in fact, making his way towards goal here, Delhi. And in fact, they might get a second, and they will. Unbelievable. And that is the win confirmed. Catching Mazembe with too many players committed to attack. Almost apologetically drifting his way towards goal. Bassam Delhi. Not totally saved, not gathered up by Saidi. And then finally put into the back of the net. And that will be that, 2-0. Easiest job in the stadium to secure the win. Mazembe had so many opportunities, so many shots, so many of those on target. But as they poured forwards looking for the equaliser, they gave away a second. And that is job done for USM. Frustration in the stands. Throwing bottles onto the pitch. Ziad Aloui adding to Boubacar Traore's goal 40 or so minutes ago, early in the second half. The substitutes combining. Four minutes long since up, of course. Much of that was spent with the injury and the goal. But the referee won't wait any longer. And the final whistle signifies a 2-0 win for USM. Another huge result for the Tunisian side. First timers in this competition. And they will be comfortably top of the group after this. 7 points from their first 3 games. They've gone away to Mazembe, the 2-time champions. Multiple Champions League winners as well. And they've taken all 3 points on the road. And look at what it means to them. Mazembe still have 3 games left in this group stage to recover. But back-to-back losses will hurt the morale and the points tally of the Congolese side. USM will move on to 7 points, 4 clear